Right, and the U.S. markets have also been on a strong rally since Donald Trump's election win last Tuesday. The S&P 500 has climbed nearly 4%, while the Nasdaq is up close 5%. Tesla, in particular, saw a notable surge, with shares jumping as much as 9% to push the company's market cap to $1.1 trillion. Investors are betting big on Tesla, anticipating the electric vehicle giant will gain from CEO Elon Musk's favorable relationship with the new administration.
Wall Street's main indexes notched record-high closes on Monday, lifted by stocks expected to benefit from Republican President-elect Donald Trump's potential fiscal policies. The Dow jumped about 0.7%, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq notched marginal gains. The S&P has rallied almost 4% since Trump's victory last Tuesday, while the Nasdaq has gained almost 5%. Robert Conzo, CEO and managing director at the Wealth Alliance, said a rally was bound to happen.
It's not that staggering in the sense of, if you go back to 1928 and look at all election years, 83% of the time markets are up, around 2.5 for the first half, almost 9.5 the second half of the year. So it's not a surprise that the market's up. It typically happens. But these are some pretty big numbers. And also there's another side to it that I think is kind of interesting. When you look at the VIX, the volatility index, it dropped hugely from 22 down to 15. That is a giant drop. That's a 30% drop, indicating markets feel pretty comfortable about what's going on and pretty optimistic about the future.
Stocks on the move included Tesla, whose value surged 9% to over $1.1 trillion, fueled by bets the EV maker will benefit from CEO Elon Musk's close ties to Trump. But fellow Mag 7 stocks Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta Platforms each experienced losses. Shares of Wells Fargo and J.P. Morgan Chase lifted the S&P 500 Financial Index, which rallied 1.4%. Investors are watching for the latest inflation data due Wednesday for signals on the Federal Reserve's next policy move.